Hello, everybody. Welcome. Jericho, how are you doing today? Can we hear you? Unmute yourself real quick. Let's make sure you're working. Is your headset working? Let me unmute you. Is your headset working?
It's getting there. It
still
probably sound like I'm speaking out of a garbage can, but
yeah, we'll figure it out as we go here. Not worried about it. Welcome back, everybody. After a long delay,
So long.
Danon, you are still muted, and Brawl's still muted, but I'm sure he'll be back here in a second. So just wanted to say, welcome back. I'm ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons. How's everybody doing after this long? Was it 2 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks since we played?
Too long. Hiatus.
2 weeks too long.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks too long.
But we are on the 16th episode now, I think, right? 16th? 17th?
17th, right?
17th episode. Damn. That's like, in 6 more episodes, we're actually no, 9 more episodes, right? Like half a year. Disco pussy posse. Perfect. Okay. So a couple of quick things. So we plan on moving forward, not missing a beat here. We'll be back next week, Wednesday at 7. If you are watching this stream for the almighty YouTube algorithm, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You will make the YouTube gods very, very happy, as well as us. And you'll be able to sleep safely at night knowing that you won't miss another Nat One Network episode. But guys, any tidbits you guys want before we dive into tonight's episode? Or are we just ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
There's no guarantee that they'll be able to sleep safely.
No guarantees?
Yeah.
Because
we cannot guarantee that.
Exactly. Something that we learned with this campaign is not to trust any kind of god. Not even the YouTube gods. So
not even me.
Not even, yeah, especially.
Well, now that we've terrorized and scared every single person that I could think of that's watching us,
yes. Now let's play.
Yeah, now let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm ready to dive in. I don't really have anything to the fact that I move and have a baby coming soon, and that's about it. Nothing else has changed in my life. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Hope everybody's still safe. Let's get the show.
Carl and I are training our puppy, who's being very difficult right now. Peed in the house.
Guys, how's the music?
It's beautiful.
What
sounds great?
What music?
Yes.
Is there music?
What is it?
I can't hear it, but we can hear this. All right, let's dive into mouse click. You're going to be getting those mouse clicks till I get a non-clicky mouse. Click, clack, click, clickety, clack, clack. All right, so Brawl with Strongheart, and your current state of mind after spending a little bit of time jotting down in your diary the last events that you recall, hit us with the recap.
I appreciate your continued insistence for this to be through the eyes of Brawl, and eventually I will write it through the eyes of Brawl. That is not today, though.
That will not be this day.
So, on last week's episode, the group...
3 weeks ago.
It was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're already starting off great. Let's start. Wait. On 3. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3 to you, bro.
On the last episode, the group had successfully, well, I'm saying this in past tense, the first half of the episode was dealing with the goblins that attacked them. So to summarize the first half of last week's episode, the group successfully fended off the attacking goblins. Unfortunately, the party was a bit overeager in their defense and set the surrounding area ablaze, which a couple of the party members then mentioned that we should probably have a sit-down conversation and talk about why we keep setting everything on fire. But everyone hurried through the portal that they originally arrived through and took a moment to catch their breath so they could figure out their next steps. Cal and Loki checked to see whose survival dick was bigger by seeing who could figure out the group had been walking in circles first. After a long discussion that followed, the group then decided that north is north and that their goal lies in the north, so they headed north. Shortly thereafter, they stumbled upon a battered and confused Thomas, who couldn't believe he had found the group, claiming they had been gone for 6 months. Slowly, the realization dawned on everyone that they had somehow been transported back to ether, and slightly into the future. By 6 months, Cal gave Thomas some refreshing water from the Feywild, sending him on a psychedelic trip and more or less incapacitating him. The group then formulated a plan to scout out Sturgeon Point, since Thomas told them it had been attacked. But after realizing they were in no condition to jump into another battle, they set up camp for another night. Loke and Loki went off into the woods together for some bromance and returned with a deer. The group started winding down, chatted about the future/past and what it all means, and Danan saw her sister's face in the campfire.
Oh shit!
Oh,
That is where we pick up.
Forgot about that.
All right, so let's set the stage.
Oh no!
Danan, you are sitting on a log, looking at a fire that is crackling. As the embers begin to kind of into the air, fizzling, and you look up and you can see darkness, but silhouettes of trees that go all the way up. And right above you, you can see a patch of couple stars. You look down and you notice the flame begins to take shape, and it twists and it turns, and then a face appears, a face that you recognize, a face of your sister. The face begins to twist, and you can see the mouth moving, and you can make out, you can't hear sound, but you can hear her calling your name, or see it rather. You can essentially read her lips. So as you're lip reading, her face begins to mangle and change, and her nose begins to get a little bit longer. Her eyes get a little bit more narrow. Her face becomes a little bit more tinted, and her face shifts and morphs into that of a hag. Still lip reading, you can see that she's calling out for your name. Danan, Danan. As this happens, the embers begin to swirl, the fire bursts, and then it simmers back down, and you're staring at just a normal flame.
I was drinking the same water, right? from the flask?
I don't
think
know if
I
you
think
did.
that I was.
Okay.
I think that I was.
Okay.
You asked to borrow some from Cal, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think that I did. Am I alone?
Right now, Loki and Lox were bringing back a deer.
Okay, so I'm gonna just grab ambers, and I was, wait, come back, wait.
As you do, so you're grabbing the flame or the embers in the air.
Moving, yes, moving, like.
Okay. As you're doing that, your hands are kind of sifting through the fire is kind of crackling through, avoiding your hand. The embers are sifting through into the air. You can kind of see them as you're now like basically attacking this fire. They're splattering off into the sky. Meanwhile, was Brawl or Jericho, were either of you sleeping already? I know somebody was doing something.
I do not recall.
I'm a late. I'm a night owl, so I tend to be fooling around with different mechanical contraptions, building things. So I'm
And
just
I appreciate the value of
away.
sleep.
Okay, so Brawl, your eyes are closed. You're kind of up against a log, kind of like this at the moment. Jericho, as you're kind of fidgeting with something in your bag, you look up and see Danan very befuddled at this particular moment in time.
What's got your goat? What's going on?
I think the water gave me something. Maybe because we are here back in the. I saw my sister in the flames. So, cactus water, I guess.
This place does strange things to your mind. It corrupts it. I wouldn't doubt that for a second, especially you being born here.
No, we're not in the Feywild anymore.
We are.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's corrupting my mind even now.
Yeah.
It's tendrils.
By the way, how you doing? I mean, you spent a long time in the Feywild. Are you
Still a
doing
little
okay?
squirrely. I keep trying to check my my pack to make sure that fairies haven't gotten into it. That brownies aren't all digging in my stuff, but getting used to it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Brownies.
You don't have to
Nice.
worry about anything like that. The only thing
Nice.
that you need to worry is about, your people.
These aren't my people. They're about to be. Give it a few hundred years.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna to recognize you as one of their own?
I don't think so. I'm gonna try to stay by the side of things and make sure that that we're not meddling too much in the affairs here, or at least me personally. I just am trying to get back home.
Yeah. I mean, you want to go to the future, and I want to go to the past. So I don't know what happened, but I saw my sister, and in my trip, I just saw her become something else. We encountered a hag not too long ago, and I kind of saw her transform into one, but I don't think that's possible.
Was it the same hag?
Loki, you're not back yet.
No, I'm not. I thought we walked in with the deer.
If you want to walk in now, you guys can.
Loki, get out of the scene.
So as you stumble,
Did I just hear something about a hag?
There you go.
Oh wow! you just came in like hi hag. Yeah, I had a kind of like a vision. It was probably water that I had from the flask. It's probably really dirty.
To put your LSD in, because that could be the issue.
I don't know. Maybe he played a trick on us. Maybe he put something, magic mushrooms or something like that. I don't know. It was really scary. We should sleep on it, right?
Danon, if I can ask, what's the significance of your sister besides just somebody you haven't seen for a while?
I have no idea. Like really,
Hmm.
she's just a little girl. She's younger than
Just
me.
a girl?
Yeah.
She's not like
She's-
Queen of the Underworld? Or like
No.
secretly
No, we're-
up in the Autumn Queen or the masked dude?
No. I mean, no. She's a little girl. She's
You've
Sweet
definitely been in the
and-
Feywild for way too long, Jericho.
Yes. Truly a mystery.
she's just
Do you have a beard?
No.
she's just a little
Yes.
emotion. She's just a little girl. She's sweet and full of life and a pain in the ass sometimes. But she's my little sister and I love her. I miss her. She's really cute. She's really pretty.
Well, we're all missing family, I'm sure. Or at least I am. So
Do you
I
have family
understand
on
what
your
it is
own?
like. I do, or did. Not sure. It's been a while since I've seen them, but I had a wife and a daughter. I have yet to meet. She was born while I was away on the last journey that my cadre went on.
Well, congratulations.
So hopefully she's waiting for me.
I bet she is. I bet both of them are.
That's the hope.
Well,
Anyway, so we've got dinner here, right?
that's me.
We gotta cook it first. I rolled terribly last time.
I didn't want to say anything. He wasn't here for the bear.
It was quite a mediocre. I thought it was a mediocre bear, but God seemed to think that it was the worst bear that any of us have ever tasted.
Sounds like it was barely a meal.
Right.
I thought it tasted perfect.
Is Brawl leaning up against a tree unconscious, or is he?
You're just kind of chilling up against a tree. You were trying to sleep, but whether you fell asleep or not, I have no idea.
Oh,
Gotcha.
you just made me think of a great idea for a different character. Character that can't go to sleep. A character that can't ever fall asleep on his own, so he always has to like knock himself out to go to bed.
Or fuck someone.
Whoa.
Jeez.
That went a different direction.
Then went
That's
multiple
frustrated.
directions.
I didn't see that one coming, Jerry. That was a little bit out to left field. Yeah, a little bit.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? So, Brawl, yeah, you are still awake. You're just kind of chilling, posted up against a tree. You're twiddling
far
your
away
toes.
Was I from?
You're 10 feet away, maybe.
Okay. We got the deer back.
Mhm.
So now we need to skin it, butcher it, cook it. Yeah. I'll handle that.
3 hours later.
So while we got
3 hour tour.
while you guys are
tour.
here, is there anything you guys want to do while you guys are chilling around the campfire?
Because we're just basically if I recall, we're kind of like staying put until the morning to go to Sturgeon Point, correct?
Right, you're trying to regain, because after the last battle, you guys are trying to regain your health and spell slots and recruit and take a long rest.
What happened to Thomas?
We brought him with us, didn't we?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
somebody grabbed him.
Yeah,
Thomas is laying next to a tree right now.
I don't trust that guy.
it's fair.
No, you
None
shouldn't.
None of us
right?
do.
Nobody
Yeah.
can be trusted.
He's something else.
It's
You'll
complicated.
see. He's
just-
so
You
fucking
just
annoying.
have to treat him the way that he wants to be treated. and that makes life around Thomas more enjoyable.
Are we sure he doesn't want to be treated like an outcast who nobody pays attention to, and that we leave him in this forest?
No,
I think that's how he wants to be treated.
He really wants to be liked.
Thomas kind of shakes awake. Honestly, at this point, I would very much like if you would just leave me alone. Every time I'm around you guys, you tend to hurt me for some crazy reason. I say hi, haven't seen you in 6 months, and suddenly I'm throwing up everywhere and I'm passed out on the ground.
By
I
the
come
way,
in to grab something from you. I'm hanging from something in the middle of a room, and all of a sudden my leg's broken. You guys just keep on hurting me for no reason, and all I've been is helpful to all of you. So I don't understand. I tell you to stay in the pocket, you don't stay in the pocket, you hurt yourself, you lose your shit. Again, I don't really...
Jesus, Thomas, that was 6 months ago.
Is this what it's like all the time?
Get over yourself. Come on.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Thomas.
By the way,
I think this is what they call gaslighting.
yeah, what you were doing outside by yourself in these really dangerous times and places?
Well, have you not seen what's happened at all?
No, we have not.
No.
That's why we're asking you.
They just came, burnt everything, and left.
So there's nothing left?
Anywhere.
So I really don't feel so bad about the Seden clan that we didn't save, because our lodging has just been blown up.
Well, no. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Everywhere.
What do you mean everywhere? Not just Sturgeon Point?
Yes. They've literally... They're all gone.
What do you mean they are all gone?
Yes.
They left.
Thomas, you are being way too vague. Like I
is
barely interested.
Who is this? Who is this? With this funny robes? What are you wearing?
Robes are awesome.
Just answer the question.
He's the second worst person in this company right now. You are the worst. A lot
coming from you, Loke.
Thomas.
Listen,
what are you talking about? Who is gone? Just tell us what happened.
I saw their armada after they sacked Sturgeon Point on the coast, and it left. It was hundreds of ships.
Why would they bring hundreds of ships to somewhere like Sturgeon Point?
There
was only 30 people there.
They literally left. The armada showed up. A few ships got off, came in, sacked everything, and just went back and left.
Can I do a history
check? I was
check?
Lucky. Do a history check?
Yeah, because this is technically my history of what happened.
Military history, maybe?
Yeah, pay attention in school.
From my own history books, like
yeah.
17.
Okay, so you, in your history, know of the sacking of Sturgeon Point. Mm-hmm. It was one of the small where rebellion was trying to kind of sprout up and kind of regain some power to take back. It wasn't much. It was a blip on the radar. But after that, you knew the fall of the Onite clan was right after. And after that, it was just, then they started colonizing, tearing down all of the, pagan stuff. And that was really the dawn of, your, I guess, colonialism, if you will, on the island of Ether. But after the sacking of Sturgeon Point, they never left the island, and there wasn't an armada that left Sturgeon Point. They went on foot across the land to the Onite clan.
So am I saying that this is different than what my history was, or
this is different? So your history was they went through
They just
Point.
stayed
They
and
walked. They stayed and walked, marched across.
interesting. So, Thomas, you're saying that those darn crusaders came in and they're gone, pillaging and setting up a camp.
Well, they burnt it all down, and then I was lucky to escape with my life. In the midst of it, I went over. I was going to escape through the pocket from which I came.
God damn it,
But the sea was completely blocked. I was hid behind some remaining brush that was burnt down, and luckily they left without noticing me, and I wandered away, and here I am.
Okay, so did you see their armada leave?
Who
Because
taught them how to use the pocket?
They went. If you're insinuating that I have something to do with this,
Are you the
absolutely
only
stupid.
survivor?
What would I do being the only survivor?
We're
I
just covering
sabotage.
our bases, Thomas.
Listen, they went north, and they went as far as the eye could see until I could see no more.
like sailed north.
Yes.
I'm gonna do an investigation check on this guy.
Okay.
Natural. So
Natural what?
natural 20.
Oh, okay. You
So we're
don't. Natural 20, first roll of the night. Hopefully that's a good
Yes.
omen for the
Second
rest.
one, but yeah.
Second roll.
It's a terrible omen. Everything's going downhill.
From your point of view, you can see that he has no reason to lie to you,
Mm-hmm.
and
I want to really intimidate him with my robot eye too. That's like.
You're mad-eyed booty, like.
Yeah.
You get a sense that he's a little dim-witted at this moment in time, but also that you get a sense that he's telling you the truth.
This is very interesting. I don't know how much help I'm actually going to be at this point, at least as far as because I thought we went back in time, my history becomes the present. You know, be able to pick a bunch of winning lottery numbers, the Super Bowl winners, be living as a king. But it does seem as though
What is the
Some
lottery?
bags.
you'll find out. Anyway, seems as though history has changed, and I think it might be because of our entering at this time,
Or
or it could have been before. I don't know.
Different timeline.
You're saying that there wasn't an armada from your?
Oh no, there was definitely an armada. It was big. It was bad news for this place. They would actually be camping right over there, with a pretty cool fort established, and they would be beginning to, how do I say this in nice terms? Systematically eliminate and or convert the entire island.
Like a genocide.
Well, I mean, in a way, it also saved a bunch of you from Semet's anger. So,
Valid points, Jericho. Yep.
anyway, but yeah, this is different. This doesn't happen in my history, which is good news. That means I can probably get back to my time.
Yeah, this either means that we fucked your future, or
I don't like that option.
or you're just from a different timeline, and this is our history playing out.
Yeah.
Well, this whole thing is just convoluted. Let's just maybe eat this goddamn deer and
Yes.
figure out how to destroy Jericho's future in the morning.
As you say that,
Children's future.
as you see that, Jericho, you begin working on something that you were kind of trying to put together, and you're kind of fiddling around. Brothel, you're cooking the deer, and Lox, what are you doing at this moment in time? Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at my bag for something. The bag of holding.
Isn't it just water?
Okay.
No,
Don't you just sleep in it?
He's got little compartments.
I've got all kinds of things in there.
He's got.
Can I roll for cooking?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have you. This is gonna be like a recurring thing.
Please.
You guys are gonna roll for how tasty.
Please
the
roll
food is.
for cooking.
Can it be a multi-step cooking process?
What are you trying to? Please explain to
A
me.
roll for dressing
how
the
you're
deer,
cooking.
and then
Or cut in and
I want to serve like a nice. I mean, I guess it has to be like deer soup.
get a nice stew going.
Yeah. Oh
Maybe some
yeah.
carrots, maybe
Like a
some
deer
potato.
stew with some.
Oh, what we can do with a little bit of taters. What's taters, precious?
It's even weirder when you can't see Josh when he says that.
yeah.
Why? is that
He was actually
weird?
watching Lord of the Rings.
All right,
It wasn't
Brothel.
Where?
Brothel, roll a d20, and then Lox, roll a d20.
Wait, didn't you have me roll like a D4 or something? You had me roll like a D12 or something. And I
What'd
got
you
a
roll,
4.
Lox?
Plus anything or just straight?
Just straight.
8.
Okay, whatever you're searching for in your bag, you're having a very difficult time finding it at this particular moment in time.
Okay.
And Brawl, what did you roll?
If this is a survival check, it's a 16.
Let's have you roll. Oh, I forgot to pull up.
Since I'm preparing a meal in the wild in order to ensure our continued survival.
Sustenance.
So,
Yeah,
So what'd you roll? Sorry, what'd you roll with the survival one?
16.
Okay. You are literally staring Loki down as you are filleting this deer, and it's just so systematic. You just.
Why am I making eye contact with Loki?
I don't know. And as you're doing it, you're just, and then you're just throwing it into this little pot, and you're just not even looking at it, and then you just light a little fire, and then all of a sudden, after a couple minutes, without even blinking, you just look down, take a sip. Tastes perfect, beautiful, best deer soup you've ever had.
Amazing.
cooking is sexy, you know. So
It's not much better beyond 16 then apparently. Natural 20 doesn't matter.
Oh no, it matters. You guys haven't eaten it yet. You don't know how well it's going to go down. It just tastes good.
So if we're all sitting down and having dinner or something, I just want to like have my head down and not look at Brawl and just start cutting things and like really feel uncomfortable because he was staring at me for a very long time.
Is there anything you guys want to do after dinner or anything?
I want to ask Loki why he's uncomfortable.
No. It's not. It's
Loki,
nothing.
Why are you looking so awkward right now?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. No. Good deer. Good deer though. Good.
Dear me, this is good.
Dear God, Jericho.
Oh god.
Oh man. That took several seconds for me to register.
Smoke a little more.
Yeah.
I might just want to like maybe backhand Ukalo once. But that's about it.
And he is sleepy, huh?
He is.
Doesn't want
Yeah.
any soup.
You passed out. I'm hoping you don't find him standing over another dead body.
Tell you about
In the morning.
okay, Callo. So you guys look around and you don't see him, and he's obviously disappeared at this particular moment in time. You look and you try to see if his stuff is there. It's not there either.
All right, guys. What are we gonna do?
he bounced on us again.
Yeah, he's like Gandalf, but way worse.
We should have this conversation.
He's an old wizard friend I once had. That's neither here nor there.
We should have this conversation in advance of how we're going to handle the next time we find him standing over a random dead body.
Do you think it'll happen again?
I don't think so. Probably everybody who had a rift with him is probably dead already. So.
Oh, you think so?
Well,
I like your optimism.
Following what Thomas said, everybody's dead probably.
Yeah, there's that part.
Do you think that we should stop by Sturgeon Point at some point?
I mean, if anything, we might be able to, gather some supplies.
Thomas kind of stands up. He stretches. Listen, I don't think there's very much left. The whole place was aflame.
What about the tree?
The metal tree.
Yes.
Kind of like looks at you, like. Now that you mention, I don't even recall the tree.
What do you mean you don't recall the tree?
What do you mean?
You just said it was the metal tree.
Right. No, I remember the tree. I'm saying I don't recall it there.
Like they took it, or there never was a tree.
No, I don't think they. Like it's gone.
So you don't know if they took it?
I don't remember that morning seeing it either.
Huh.
Why is that?
Guys, I think we're hopping through parallel universes.
I think so, yes.
No. The tree was there when I went to bed. Woke up, and everything was crazy. But I don't remember seeing. I feel like I would remember that.
Well, it sounds like it's worth going back there just to see with our own eyes. I don't. Nothing personal against you, Thomas, but I would rather us see it with our eyes than take it from him.
Mm-hmm. This is personal. I would rather see it with our eyes because I don't really trust you. Not that I think that you're lying. I just think that your faculties are not so developed as though you are able to actually.
Man, you use such interesting words that I don't even my faculties. I don't even. What the hell is a faculty?
That's fine.
And point proven.
All right.
I think that it's best we get some rest, but you have some more explaining to do, Thomas. I want to know, if anything, where Sarah is in all this.
Your guess is as good as mine. Who's survived and who hasn't?
She was there in the
morning.
Well,
unfortunately, you are the only one we know that has survived.
How did you get out? Why didn't anybody else make it?
So I hid behind some brush. And first, I went to run towards the sea. I was going to hop in my boat. I looked out. There was an armada boat plummeting, sinking, scuzzling down. So I hid in some shrub.
You never thought about helping or taking anybody with you?
It's suicide.
Here's something is very wrong in all of our timelines.
Why do you guys keep talking about timeline?
Because we're time traveling, Thomas.
How do you mean you're time traveling? There's no such thing as time traveling.
As soon as I level up, I'm getting a spell that makes you fall asleep.
I'm sorry, you just glitched out. What did you say?
Did I just glitch, actually? Like, for real?
I heard him. He's going to make you fall asleep when he gets a spell. Go shut you down.
Okay. So I'm just going to, he kind of leans over, takes a little bit of deer soup in a bowl.
Add some salt to that. I like it with a little extra salt.
Is that salt?
Yeah.
Nice.
Specifically requested it.
Wait, so I'm curious. When you guys say timelines, is this some sort of like ancient Aurum belief, or what is going on here? Because
it's just a way of explaining. Yeah, it's just a way of helping to explain infinity.
Yeah.
Well, not quite parallel because it is different times.
Yeah.
But I think they're running at the same time.
You can perceive time differently in different.
Wow.
But
you guys have really thought about this before. This is really my first time ever conceptualizing the idea that there might be multiple realities going on at once. This is a lot to take in.
That's kind of this group.
Don't worry, if your religion is really limited.
Yeah, this group doesn't really normally dwell on things too often. They more so just happen to move on quite frequently, actually.
It's a great way of putting it,
multiple
Thomas.
timelines. Like,
Not the big deal. I've noticed that, but I'm gonna go back to sleep.
As someone who's very curious about the universe, I tend to dabble.
Maybe we'll find a strange doctor.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
Doctor Who.
That also took several seconds.
That hurt my soul. That hurt me.
That took me several
All
seconds.
right, so I'm gonna take control here. You guys all you finished your meals. Jericho, you are about 75% done with what you were building. And Lox, after further searching, you find what you were looking for. Everybody goes to bed. All of your hit points, all of your spell slots are rejuvenated. You wake up in the morning, and
wait.
You look around. Sorry, go ahead.
No, wait. Yeah. So I only sleep for 4 hours, right? So when I wake up, I would like to sneak out a little bit further from everybody, and I will pray to the entity that helped me before, and I will just ask, are you still here?
Roll for persuasion.
Okay, let me see persuasion. That's a 22.
Oh fuck! Okay.
I have +6.
Oh wow! Okay, I didn't even know that. So congratulations. Okay, so as you are praying, you're on your knees, and there's the sun is beginning to rise a little bit. You look around you, and you see almost like a clover patch around you. Little weeds, sunflowers, different wildlife is moving over the side. You can see a deer kind of stop and look at you as you're down with your hands like this. You're looking to the right. You see a rabbit kind of hop in front of you, and then you focus with all your might, and you're staring directly down below you. Are you here? Are you here? You keep repeating. As you do, a little sprout comes out of the ground, and it twists up, and then it separates, and then a sunflower comes out, and it just kind of leans towards you, and you get the sense of someone's listening. Like you get a sense that someone is there.
So, sunflowers for me is the same guy who's been playing tricks, like sunflowers.
You don't sense trickery. You sense more so
Divinity.
Divinity, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got the message. And I will just go back and look after everybody. Just keep an
As
eye.
you start walking back, every time you step on the ground, a bed of sunflowers rises up, and you're kind of getting tossed in the air a little bit. And as you step, it's almost like stepping on the stairs, and you're boop, 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 boop. And then it brings you back down. And then as you get close to the group, as they are still starting to slowly wake up at this moment, you look behind you, and all the sunflowers blow away in smoke, like an ash, and they just kind of...
That was nice. Thank you. I will keep trying to. I will try. And I'll go back and just sit.
Okay, the rest of the group wakes up. Danana, as you're probably awake by yourself for a good 3-4 hours, but you were meditating and kind of gathering your thoughts of everything that's kind of been running through your mind lately. The rest of the group, you awake as you begin to rise. The fire has dissipated that you guys had set. The deer, what's left, is very minimal, but you can kind of smell the rotting corpse of this deer not too far off. What would you guys like to do?
So are we heading off to Sturgeon Point? That's our goal for today?
Aye.
Yeah.
All right.
First
Scope
thing
it
in the
out, I
morning.
think. See what the measure of the damage is, and then determine where and when we are.
All right.
Okay.
Parallel universally
so-
speaking.
I would like to, what I was digging out of my bag, I have a hammer and nails. So in Grung, I want to post a note that just says where we're going, Sturgeon Point, but in Grung. And then with my horn, just like a grungish signal.
Tune.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. As you do that, you kind of have a little breeze that kind of goes through, and you can see the grass beneath you kind of shift to one side, and then you put the horn away. So the group, who's leading the way?
I'll be up front.
I'll go up with Bro.
All right. How many hours are we away? I think you guys were 2 hours away. I think it was
like 2 hours away or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been so long. Okay, so you guys are about 2 hours away. I'll have you guys roll for each hour. The two of you roll together a d20 and just perception, we'll say.
16. 16.
Where's perception? Oh, there it is. Well, I rolled a 12, but my passive is 16.
Okay. Go past it, it's fine. So as you guys carry forth, you notice that the trees, there's some cut down around you, and there's a clearing in about 30 feet ahead of you. You're kind of coming up to a bit of a clearing, and you can see tons of trees cut down as far as the eye can see.
Is this the same road that we were on before to get back to Sturgeon Point?
Mm-hmm.
Where we ended up running into those uruks?
Mm-hmm. You're not at that specific spot, but you are
Are we before it or after?
You're more so in the woods right now. You're not on any trail, but you're close to it. So as you guys are kind of venturing forth, you're kind of sticking to the shadows, if you will.
This is terrible.
As you come to a clearing, the road is probably about 300 yards east of you right now, and you're kind of cutting through the terrain. You come to a clearing, and as far as you can see, is just tree stumps.
So I kind of want to. We buried the Urogs. I know we buried the Urogs. If we're close to that, I kind of want to go check to see if those burials are still there.
Why?
You would have
Because
to.
that would say something about where we are. If they're not there, then we were not in this universe.
Okay.
Well, we had to be, wouldn't we? Because how would Thomas have recognized us?
So I want to jump in lead and just kind of like lead us to that spot.
Okay. So Thomas kind of jumps up. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that I may have teleported myself out of my timeline into a different timeline, and you guys came from this timeline to another timeline, and from that timeline back to this timeline, not being the same timeline we're from, but an ultimately different timeline.
Yep.
There you
Wow,
go.
you nailed it, Thomas.
I knew. I had so much faith in you.
Wait.
That's great. You're not that dense.
Is that why I didn't see the... Well, no, because it still doesn't make sense, because then how the hell did I teleport? Because I didn't go through, I just...
Yeah, that's the one part.
Maybe the secret's in the pocket.
Are there only like 2 options for parallel universes here, and we just happen to both?
No.
What
Yeah,
if we were all just supposed to stay in the pocket from the beginning? And
What
we
if we
stayed in
didn't?
the pocket, we would be in a happier world.
What if this is all a bad dream and we're all going to wake up on the beach because we fucked up the pocket again?
Yeah.
Maybe we all died outside the pocket.
Okay,
I think it's still spinning.
Can we
It's still
move
spinning.
on?
So, Thomas, maybe somebody else can explain this better than this old pal. What do you mean by when you say pocket?
Oh my god.
It's a long story. You follow directions, right? Like, you're good at following directions.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you would have stayed in the pocket. So I told everybody to jump off the boat into a pocket, which would take them to shore. All of them decided to go this way, that way, left, right, and none of them actually did it. They lost a bunch of stuff.
And Thomas is paying for it.
Jericho.
Yeah, with a broken leg, getting tortured, and I'm on to all of you at this point. I don't trust any of you, and I've been nothing but helpful.
The sentiment is mutual.
Jericho, do you know what a
you
pocket
don't have a lot of
is in
reason
the
to trust
ocean?
us.
A pocket in the ocean. I know what a pocket is in my pants. I know that's the extent of pockets that I'm familiar with, actually.
It's a current that takes you into shore. There's a small little pocket.
Gotcha. Like an ebb?
No, like in your pants.
Oh, sure. Anyways, I like what your head's at, Loki.
Do you?
I think you and I actually are very much alike. I think we get to...
I'd say so. I'd say you guys are 2 pieces in a pocket.
Similar in the way we think, yeah.
Let's all be friends, guys.
And away we go.
And I trudge forward with my dagger in my hands, shaking.
So offended. So offended.
All right, so you guys, so as you come to this clearing, you're not going into it. You're going around it, staying still in the trees.
In the pocket.
And you venture over and you get to the road. Roll for investigation, Loki.
11.
You're looking. Everything is kind of the way you remember it, but all the shrubbery is dead. All the trees in the area are half burnt. You see cliffs that look familiar, and stones that have that still remain. But you're looking and you're having a hard time of finding the where you buried them.
Brawl, do you recall the location where we buried the Urogs?
I just remember being next to that road.
Yeah, there was a mountain behind it. Wasn't it?
Brawl, you want to help me investigate this space?
Yeah.
Okay, Brawl, roll for investigation.
Ooh. Nowhere to go but up. Natural one.
Nat One Network?
Nat One Network.
Yeah. It's the balance right there.
Yeah, you're looking around and you're literally
Just like staring at the ground.
yeah.
You're staring
literally-
at your own feet with your
Just
toes.
Wiggling your
moving your
toes, like
Like I would, and you're seeing literally just nothing at this point. You're just like this. None of this.
I'm trying to like figure out how to wiggle each one of my toes individually. I'm just like struggling, and you see me kind of jerking my shoulder.
That was fruitless.
There he goes, jerking something again. Sorry.
do you?
Two jerks, one cup.
God, stop! All right, we're done.
Wow.
Poor Carla.
Santo cielo. Voy a empezar a hablar en español si les gusta, cochinos. Nasty guys.
Everything's worse in Spanish.
Do you get reprimanded in Spanish, Fred?
I get yelled at in every language. As you guys are searching around, you're not finding anything. What would you guys like to do?
Continue.
Do I see any little critters?
Sorry, what did you say? Probably couldn't hear you.
Do I see any little critters?
In this area, no. You're not seeing anything.
Any birds flying overhead?
Pretty barren.
That's what your natural one gets you.
But you
this
have
place is-
10 toes.
and I can wiggle most of them.
All right, let's head to Sturgeon Point.
So the way back, you can either take the path, or you can stay in the shadows like you were and go through the area where all the trees were cut down.
I vote for going through the wooded area.
I kind of want to be somewhat close to the path because there could be someone on the path. I don't suggest that we stay on the path, but I think that being close to the path, we might overhear someone if anyone's walking by.
They might overhear us too.
We need to find out some information.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Well, I think we can stay out of sound hearing range, but still have a sight line on the road. On the road.
Thomas kind of looks at you guys and is like, why don't we? I mean, I'm for not the road, just in case.
In case what? The Armada comes back? I thought you said it went away.
It did, but who knows who's lingering around? I don't have any weapons. None of you have been kind enough to share anything with me. I prefer to stay in the area that's least likely for me to die.
Well, you're
just
not
out of the
Mozak,
spoon, so
and we don't want to give you weapons.
Oh,
I say we stick to the woods, even though I dislike everything about this adult
Excuse
child.
me,
I don't know what this is.
Did you know who I just said?
Mozak?
Uh-oh.
Thomas, you know who Mozak is.
Well, he came back to Sturgeon Point.
And then what?
He was looking for the survivors.
The survivors never came back. And then where did he go?
He was there. He was pissed. He was very angry. He went back. Went to go check where he came from. He came back even more angry. And he never left. He stayed in his hut for a while, but you can hear lots of tinkering, I guess.
He had a hut?
He had his room. So you guys remember that thing they were building for you, right? Mozak stayed there. That you guys would be okay with it.
Was he there when they attacked? Or did he leave before they attacked?
He was there.
Okay. Did you see him die or no?
He didn't see
I didn't see anybody. I heard screams. I've heard grown men scream like I've never heard a man scream before, to be honest with you. It's quite terrifying. I don't know if you ever heard bloody murder before.
I have many times.
Frick.
Caused it a few times, I'm sure.
Well, there's Rick.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Mozak, I didn't see him die now, but he was in that building attached to the bar, if you will, that they built for you. They only had the ground floor, which was nice. They were starting to do the top floor, but
Sorry, quick question, because I'm kind of recent addition. Who's this Mozart character?
He was a dickish
Mozak.
elf who came and helped us at one point and then ferried on to Sturgeon Point. You would not like him. He was not a likable person.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think he was more likable than Thomas.
Well, that's a low bar you're setting.
Yeah.
I'm saying this right in front of Thomas, of course.
Well, at least he was brave.
He was brave, and from what it seemed like, he was a
fighter.
He was a fighter, at least, you know.
And he probably stayed and fight.
Well, I would
Well,
recommend that
stable.
we make haste towards Sturgeon Point, get our own answers, and then we'll figure out what to do from there.
Agreed.
And Thomas, I think you serve best as a decoy at this point, so no weapons from me. But
Yeah. You're limper than a wet noodle, kid. I doubt you do much in a fight.
Don't worry, Thomas. We know that you will survive.
Thomas, I think I have
You will be the
something
first
to
to
give you.
leave.
you know, I'll be
Maybe-
honest with you. Someday something might happen to me, and all of you will feel terrible.
Don't worry.
Um,
Until then, we know that you have your own conscience to torment you.
You really think that? I'm wondering
would-
if
I take out
I'm wondering
Trying to
how
put
much
money on that because I will take that bet.
I take out the what was I forgot the name of the creatures. Urog. The org great axe that I have.
Mhm.
I hand that to Thomas.
He picks it up and. I mean, I'd like to ask for something a little bit lighter, but I have a feeling I won't get it. So I'll
Yeah.
make the most of it.
That's what I got, Thomas.
This
Unless, how are you with javelins?
and he almost falls back.
Thomas, how are you with javelins? You really have javelins?
Hold on 1 sec.
If we're lucky, he'll tire himself out and go in the corner and take a nap. That way we can
I mean, we can try. Let me see the javelin real quick.
Oh, wait a second. Have you ever thrown a javelin before?
No, but I feel like I'd be really good naturally at it right off the bat.
Can I do an investigation check to see if he would actually, like, if my estimation, he would be good at throwing a javelin?
You don't even bother about the investigation.
Thomas.
Can I judge his athletic ability?
Thomas, I'm just going to give you 3 javelins. I would recommend just trying to poke with it.
He takes one of the javelins.
Throwing is a last resort.
He takes it. He sees the he's like, I'm going to hit that stump. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. And he throws it, and it just literally gets like 3 feet, and then and then it hits the stump with the end. It just kind of rolls and then hits the stump.
Perfect.
Natural, absolute natural.
Yep. Cover our rear. Just make sure that people don't sneak up on us. If they do, just javelin.
He picks up the axe off the ground. Would you like this back?
Yeah, I'll take that back.
Okay. Takes the javelins and
I want to lean over to Lox and I'd say, what do you bet the tragic circumstance that Thomas was talking about will be the result of that javelin that Brawl gave him?
He's gonna trip with it. He's on feet and
one day you'll miss me. You'll miss me.
Turn around and somehow he's impaled himself with it.
yeah.
As you guys are
being impaled.
As you guys are talking all this shit, Thomas is literally just staring at you.
Well, let's go, Tommy. Let's go. Brave soldier.
This is what I get. You realize, and he looks at Jericho, you realize all of them can thank me for saving their life.
I don't. I haven't heard that story yet.
Oh, should I? They're all fugitives. They were all ready to die.
Oh, you know what? We got to really get going, so I'm sure we can talk about this another time. Go to Sturgeon Point.
I promise you, the story is not that long, and you will listen as we talk and walk.
Let's Aaron Sorkin it. Walk and talk.
I'm just walking.
Yeah.
And you guys, he begins to recount the entire story about how you guys were sentenced to be hung, and then you fled to the bar. Loke knew the bartender, or excuse me, the owner of the inn and the bartender. Where Brawl, you saw your cousin, or excuse me, not your cousin, somebody that was looking for your brother and
all of
cousin.
This whole story makes no sense because he wasn't present for any of it.
Yeah, he's just like
he was only present at the boat where we were on the boat,
right?
And he was creepy as fuck.
The apple.
Yeah, cutting the apple and just eating in front of me, watching me sleep. You freak. Weirdo.
Listen, I was hungry. I gave you an apple. You were hungry. And anyways, I was told this story.
Do you know I haven't been able to eat an apple ever since that night? And I am vegetarian. Do you know what you did to me?
Oh, jeez.
Asshole.
I mean, Thomas does have a point. If you accept an apple from somebody, you have to pay the tax of watching them leer at you while you eat it.
Yeah, apparently.
Right, Thomas? That's just how it goes.
I came over to talk. I didn't know many words to say at the time. And also, Loki, to your point, it was your friend who told me what happened the day before. It was literally 1 day's journey. It was an easy story. That took 10 seconds.
The friend told you?
Well, you're the guy who knew your father.
How far have we walked?
We'll be attacked already.
I didn't tell him.
There's danger somewhere.
I will turn to Lux and say, I promise, Lux, I will.
Oh, wait.
I won't stop you next time you try to kill him.
Thank you. Oh, that's all I needed. Really was a blessing.
Oh my God.
Talking about Loki, right? Or
I'm talking about Thomas, to be clear.
oh, okay, all right. Well, either way,
But we're there.
I didn't
You
hear
want
the
to keep, you guys
clarification.
want to
We
keep
made it.
talking shit? You're on your own. You're completely on your own. Completely.
He left. He left.
All right, just kidding.
Oh,
taking
Thomas
his
is
ball and
the
just going
worst.
home.
He is the absolute worst.
Next
all right, so
episode
as
of Disco Pussy Posse.
So you guys are walking on the edge of forest and where the clearing is, and just where the trees are cut. So to the left of you, as you guys are walking, is just all tree stumps, and then to the right of you, about I would say maybe about 50 yards to the right, you guys are walking through trees, and 50 yards to the right of you is the road.
Wait, so if we're by the tree stumps, could we actually just see Sturgeon Point by this time?
No, you guys still have about another hour to walk.
So
Okay.
they had cleared tree stumps an hour's worth away. Like all these trees are cut down.
That's like a
Interesting. There's no
military-
building. Yeah.
Roll Jericho for investigation as you're looking as far as you can through the tree stumps.
But very dirty.
Sorry, did you say 21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super dirty.
You can actually, as you look, notice that there is this gray fog that is probably maybe a quarter mile off, and it kind of is so thick you can't. It's the tree stumps end, and kind of you can slowly see them fade into this fog. And it kind of it doesn't look natural, like a natural fog.
I think that we're not going to be encountering Sturgeon Point, even destroyed as you know it. You guys see all that fog up there?
Yeah. I assume I do.
It's pretty weird, right? I don't know. It's just me? Okay.
The fog. The reason why it doesn't look so natural too is the fog is kind of twisting a little bit slowly, and it stops abruptly. At a certain, like you could see the beginning of the fog. It's almost like a wall of fog.
That looks
Does it,
like a wall of fog.
stretch in the distance?
Yeah, it's encompassing, like, so where the trees keep getting cut off, you can see some stumps kind of still, like there's still tree stumps on the ground, and then the fog there's a wall of fog, and you can see right at the base, you can see it's a little bit light, and you can see still tree stumps going into the fog, and it's just this massive wall. It almost looks like a giant circle almost.
Is everything flat, or is there any high ground around?
In this particular, everything's pretty flat. You can see there is natural ruins that were kind of like stones that have kind of taken over by moss, and they're kind of shifting their way through these tree stumps. Like the forest overtook these ancient ruins.
I have a feeling that there's something concealing itself at Sturgeon Point.
It's not that area is not Sturgeon Point, but that is about a quarter mile away. So,
So it's basically we have to walk through it in order to get to Sturgeon Point.
You wouldn't have to know. You can keep following the path straight. If you want to go left, a quarter mile and more into the trees that are cut down, then you would be going towards the fog.
Gotcha.
Let's go to the fog.
Does anyone want to go look at a wall of fog?
Maybe we should.
Answers?
Maybe we should go to Sturgeon Point first, though.
Yeah.
Sturgeon Point is, I think that's where our starting place is.
Yeah.
We can, find out if there is nothing there to see, then head on. At this point, we're all lost. We're all newbies here. So,
I mean,
super noobs.
if the
Alright.
fog is still there when we come back, then we know that that's the next place to investigate.
You may also tell us more about what this fog is.
Does it look more like fog or smoke?
Fog. Looks like thick fog. In almost like a circular, like you can see it kind of bend around like that.
Is it like going indefinitely up into the air, like a pillar?
Yeah.
So as we're still walking this entire time, Thomas, does this fog look familiar to you? Have you seen this before?
Don't ask him questions, no.
Just got him stop talking.
We're still walking. We're still walking and talking.
Yeah. So as he's kind of fiddling around with the javelins, kind of really like he's practicing his. I'm sorry. What did you say, Lux? I'm very focused right now.
He's there, cowboy.
And we're walking. Fuck off, Thomas.
No, that is new. That I did not see. But no.
All right. Let's move on.
All right. Roll. So is that what the group is doing? We're moving on to Sturgeon Point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you, I'm gonna have. So who's leading the way? We got Lux and Brawl still.
Lux and Brawl, yeah.
Okay, have you both roll a d20 for me?
Ooh, 18.
My passive is 16. I'm not rolling very well today. Yeah, I rolled an 8, but my passive is 16.
We'll let you roll dexterity. How about that?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Roll to
Okay.
attack.
So you guys follow
He
the
attacks the
path.
fog and kills it. Yeah. Yeah.
Sneak attack bonus.
You guys follow the path, and you come to where the gate of Sturgeon Point was, and you open up into a clearing, and the fog that once surrounded Sturgeon Point is no longer there. From previous different fogs.
Yeah, you're talking about like the magic that
Kind
Sarah
of
did.
secret.
Yeah. That is. Sorry, one second. So that is no longer there. You come up and you see the wooden gates. Some of them are knocked down, some are burnt, some are still standing fine, but it's very tattered. Around Sturgeon Point, you can see these long wood beams, and you can see bodies that are tied back like this to it, burnt, and they're all charcoaled and black, and they kind of surround almost the entire camp.
This isn't looking good.
The gate is still standing and open. The rest of it is pretty much tattered, like I said, broken, half standing, half fallen, half burnt. Lots of halves. And then inside the buildings, completely, rubble. Everything has been burnt. There's ash everywhere. No tree is standing.
How long ago was it? Did it feel like it was like just a day ago, 2 days ago?
Yeah. It feels like it was just two days ago. Yeah.
In the center, is the tree there?
No.
Is there even remnants of a tree?
If you want to walk in, you can take a look.
I thought we were walked in. Yeah.
No, you're standing outside. You're standing outside the gate right now.
Okay. Yeah, definitely want to walk in.
Okay.
Is there do I recognize this practice from my beliefs or from of burning bodies and sticking them on sticks?
So from
More-
the history, I mean, you know that people that were,
Heretics.
they would essentially they would burn heretics at the stake.
Okay.
But not
Should have
as
been
Not
heretics.
in your time.
Yeah.
not in your time, but in the past. You knew that happened in the past, and probably hasn't happened in many years for you.
Yeah. It's affecting me a little bit, I guess. Yeah. It's like confronting the ugly side of your past. I'm like, ugh, I used to do this. Gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll continue on.
So as you
Genocide
venture,
is just a little uncomfortable for you.
Yeah, Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, you never used to seeing people on the stakes.
Brings back bad memories of campfires and s'mores, It's like you burn it a little too much. Oops.
These are human beings.
Can't even eat it. Hey, sometimes we use humor to distract from
Yeah, because it's
the
so funny.
painful truth. No. I mean,
You need to actually take ownership of your fuck up past.
my fuck up. This wasn't me. I didn't put these people on stakes. It's not like I endorsed this.
No? Okay.
No, it just kind of happens. But I mean, I'm sure
does.
we know your history. You guys used to kill each other all the time. You were like 12 warring tribes or whatever. You used to like tribally battle all the time, and you used to
That's not true.
cut each other's heads off and stuff. Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, war is
You guys were
never
peaceful. You guys were a bunch of friendly tribes over here.
Wait, you're
roll
talking to
a-
Danan, who wasn't from here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. I mean, the Seelie and the Unseelie have all their own. Like, we don't even have to get into that. You guys have a sordid history.
We have something that we acknowledge is projecting. Stop doing that. And I'll just walk into the middle of to see if I can find the tree or something.
Struck a chord, have I?
And I'm just gonna snap.
so Lox, as he's watching you guys kind of go back and forth, she storms off, and you're just like, struck a chord, have I? And then Lox goes, and then he just kind of starts walking in.
I'm following Danan.
As you guys go in. So you walk in, and you can see everything is just kind of leveled, burnt, ashes everywhere. There's some, you can see footprints from running around. You can see some arrows that are about. Blood stains the ground. It's the smell of death and decay surrounds you. And the smoke is still kind of coming off of the ground from all the fires. And you kind of sense, you feel death at your door.
How is Thomas?
Thomas is still standing in the doorway right now. He's just kind of looking around.
Does Thomas seem more like? Does he seem like he's kind of lost his mind a bit, or is this just Thomas?
He seems very befuddled and disheveled. He's kind of out of it. He's more Thomas than usual Thomas.
More Thomasy.
Mega Thomas.
You can see him actually walk over to a body that is the mouth is open like this. It's completely charred black, but the body's shorter in stature, a little bit shorter than Brawl.
Oh no.
And he's just kind of staring.
That was a barkeep.
No.
Shit.
Gregory.
Oh, Gregory.
And he looks down, and at his feet,
Jericho, don't be a dick.
at Thomas's feet, he looks down and he bends down to a knee and he picks up empty shells, pistachio shells, and he kind of they literally ate his nuts while they watched him burn.
Phrasing.
He's just kind of like, he's kind of freaking out. They ate his nuts while they watched him burn. I just.
Yeah.
I think everybody in this town had his nuts in their mouths. They were delicious.
Roasted nuts. So
Nice and salty.
Are there any buildings that are still standing?
Smoky, smoked nuts.
There's some that are like half standing. Sarah's circular tent not tent, but building that was there is about half standing. The other half is kind of collapsed in.
So is there no, because that metal tree had roots. Was it pulled?
Roll for investigation.
Oh God, I've been rolling terribly today.
Oh, yeah, with that attitude.
That's better.
Amen.
21.
Oh, hey.
So you're kind of sifting through. You're kind of moving some rubble around. As you do, you see the clearing where the tree used to be, and the underneath the, what do you call it, the counter. What am I trying to think of? The offering table that was there.
The altar.
The altar is half there still. And then looking around, you can kind of see where the ground has been ripped up for that tree.
So it was taken.
You could assume that it's either been ripped out, pulled away, cut down. You don't know exactly, but it's no longer there. But you know it was there still.
Okay. So it wasn't like it was alternate time.
Thomas.
What about the mines down below? Is there a door to the mines?
That's filled in with dirt when you look. The
Thomas.
one that was in the center of the camp, it's filled in with dirt.
Wait, so it's possible that maybe they tried to save somebody and filled in the mine?
They buried them alive?
Or they just closed the mines.
But I mean, it's something that you would normally do to hide something, not like there'd be no reason for the cement followers to do that.
Don't tell me that. Tell somebody else.
I'm talking to everyone.
Oh, okay.
There's no reason for them to bury the mine, for the cement followers to bury the mine when they burned everyone.
Shall we go dig it up?
So it's likely that there's something either there or someone maybe still there.
Thomas.
Yes. He's just completely out of it right now.
Where are you at, buddy?
Thomas, what value would this tree have to an outsider?
I mean, it was a religious symbol. I mean,
That's all?
Probably, if you haven't picked up on it, this guy is not the sharpest spoon in the drawer.
He still knows things.
Does he know?
Ooh, that was a great quote. That was a great quote.
Wait, what was a great quote?
He's still, like, just the way he said that.
He still knows things.
Because he drinks and knows things.
Thomas, I'm just curious why they would have wanted to take the tree.
Maybe they took it as a souvenir. Maybe they took it and destroyed it.
It was just metal, right?
It is common practice for cement to break the idols of the people that they had conquered
Mm-hmm.
How does this
Just
one
seems
know?
like a lot of work to move the tree.
This one knows so much.
I mean, we don't see broken pieces of the tree, so I mean, for them to hit this camp, that means nothing, and then for the tree to be disappearing, I can assume that that's why they came here, right or wrong, but that's what I assume. Because otherwise, why come here?
Yeah.
Well, in I guess my timeline, they came here. They set up a camp here. Well, first they defeated a tribe, the Onite tribe, and then set up the camp. And then this is what the beginning of our colony here.
But the Onites are
Proceeded to.
very far away. They're not even close to this part of the islands.
Well, that's what I remember from history as it was told to me several minutes ago.
No. What I said to you was that they wiped out Sturgeon Point, and from Sturgeon Point they marched across to the Onite clan and destroyed the Onite clan, and that was the start of the full colonization.
There you go.
Where it was just Summit from there on out.
I relay that.
So there's a chance that armada went west to the mountains.
Bro, you're of the Onite clan.
Yes. That's why I was thinking about it.
Thomas, the fleet, did it sail off towards the Onite?
No,
Is it
so
north?
8 points. So north.
So away from the island.
Completely, yeah. Well, I mean, we're not going to go swimming, so I recommend we recon the area, see if there's anything worth salvaging. Oh, look, he grew up. Damn, he got big.
Oh wow! Oh, he's so big.
Is he an Aussie?
He's Simba. Yes, he's an Aussie.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, I like the idea. Inspect this because right now I'm seeing a lot of rubble, a lot of corpses, not a lot of cool things.
No reason to be here if we don't need
I'm
to be here.
I'm gonna go to the.
Can I go to Gregory and just start digging? Small, tiny tomb.
Great.
As you start digging, you can see Thomas. He takes the javelin, he starts sticking into the ground, and starts helping you dig.
Yeah.
I'm going to look through the blacksmith's cabin.
Okay.
See if there's anything around, a shovel, anything.
Sure. Roll for investigation.
Oh, I wasted my 21 on the last one.
Different investigation.
15.
Okay. Let's see here, Mr. Gila. As you are searching through, you find. 1 second, I have a list. So you find a net that is in pretty good condition.
Stop there. That's all I want. Keep going.
You also find a pike.
Like a fish?
And then you see some broken bits of other weapons. You see a flail that is a little destroyed, not in working order, and some swords that are kind of bent and broken, and handles broken, but intact. You see the pike and the net.
Bro, do you remember how many were in camp? It was like 30?
That sounds about right, actually. I was about to say I don't know, but as soon as you said 30...
And how many bodies do we see?
It's a better question. DM.
You see, as you're counting, you see about 20.
We're missing
20.
10.
Yeah.
9. We have Thomas.
As we're reconning this area, does it look like a group of people were led towards the shore or escaped, or are we? You said we saw footprints. Does it look like anybody escaped besides Thomas?
Roll for. Let's see what I have you roll for. 1 second. One second, locks. Roll for. Probably just gonna be investigation, I guess, or proceed.
I'm gonna start digging from that mine, by the way.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it would be, or well, not insight. Yeah, investigation makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
Before Loki starts digging, the mine, where the area where the mine is, does it look like it's been packed down as if they're like it's completely indistinguishable from the land around it, or does it look like dirt has been piled on noticeably?
It's noticeable.
Okay. So we can assume that they weren't hiding anything if it's like a giant pile of dirt. Maybe.
But out of sight, out of mind.
Maybe they didn't know.
Loki, do you have a shovel, or what are you using?
I'm using the pike, I guess.
Okay. It's going to take you a little bit, but...
I was hoping for a shovel.
Okay.
15.
And then, what'd you roll, Lux?
15.
As you look around, you can see there's a lot of footsteps. I mean, there's a ton. And it's really hard to make out foe from friend. But you do see some that are venturing off into the woods. You can tell that there was a giant skirmish here. I mean, it's very in and out, and people running around. It is hard to tell, but you do see some tracks that run off into the woods.
The tracks that are leading off in the woods, is it a group of people or single footprints, or?
You see single footprints, but none that are. You see a couple that you see one that goes that way, and then you see another that goes that way. Could have been, might have even been Thomas's, for all you know.
I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do next.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel the same way.
Well, we got a cool fog thing that's foreboding and over there.
True. I am curious about the wall of fog.
Yeah.
Thomas kind of, as he's kind of like, he's digging with his hands now, and he's kind of frantic. He looks up. Well, Sarah did the protection here. What if she was the one? What if she was responsible for that fog?
Seems very strange to just move the fog if they already know what to look for.
Yeah.
I don't have. I mean, he just kind of continues digging.
Should we? Because digging graves gonna take too long. Should we bury them in the sea?
I mean, you get a good rain, and they'll probably just kind of, dissolve.
Say that.
Sorry, was that insensitive?
It's also extremely wrong.
You is insensitive.
Rain doesn't dissolve a body.
I mean, when they did properly.
That's the point we want to make.
This is so fun.
His mind went like,
wait a minute,
like crazy scientist, like, wow. maybe it will be faster just to bury them in the sea.
Like just toss them on the beach.
Just
It's
wrap
gonna be a
them.
bad.
What if we let them?
We will. We will
What if
give
we
them.
place them in the pocket for a final journey?
Here's an alternative
Just watch them
scenario.
like spin around it.
These people are
Put it-
all up on these posts. The invaders come back. They notice these people they left are gone. All of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, we got to start searching the area because clearly somebody's been here." I say we leave it untouched and go investigate.
That's kind of what I was thinking, Jericho. That I mean, it may be insensitive, but I don't know what we're dealing with, and perhaps we do need to leave things be and make haste where we're towards the fog.
Yeah,
You can even
I
hear the
agree with
popo
that.
in the background.
It's also not. It would take a long time to bury everyone in our own individual grave, but
We got
they
20
were all
bodies.
members.
Yeah.
They were all members of the Sturgeon Point village, and right now we have a mine that could be dug up and made a tomb for all of them.
Yeah, but just say that they don't want to move them. They want to leave the bodies there.
Thomas kind of looks up.
At least for
Well,
now.
seeing as it's all of your faults while they're all dead, I suggest we.
All of us.
Excuse me?
Shut up, you
I'm sorry?
coward! You left. Okay?
How is
You-
any
Fuck
of
you!
it our
How
fault?
dare you?
And you were supposed to come back, and you were also supposed to come back.
And you
So
were
if
here
we
and
were
left.
dead, then who would you be blaming then?
The Sedan never came back. They were massacred. You were supposed to free them. You didn't. You never came back. We're in the middle of a war. Wherever you went was obviously not helpful. You made
That
choices.
doesn't make it our fault.
You made a choice to leave. No one forced you.
No, we didn't make a choice to go anywhere we didn't know. We didn't know anything of what was happening.
Somebody
To us.
pushed you to the wherever you went. You were
We
pushed.
got invited
there.
to dinner.
You got invited to a dinner and you left.
Yep.
Oh, geez, bro, don't give a man up.
How interesting. So food, war, people needing you and making sure things are okay, and dinner. Seems like an even trade.
Yeah, we had to eat.
Even you, Lox, I thought you had a little bit more.
Thomas, I would stop. I would
Yeah, I'd
stop.
personally prefer not feeding this creature, but that's just me.
I
You know,
mean,
you
I
feed
see
like
there's 20 dead bodies here. I don't mind making it 21, Thomas. I say we just walk towards the fog.
Aye. Let's go.
Do none of you think that there could be a possibility that there are people underneath the ground?
So you think there's people underneath the spot that was clearly buried versus in the moving fog, which is elsewhere, that was apparently as a protection spell around this town?
Does it look exactly like the original protection spell?
It's way taller, and it's more. It's It's the protection spell that was around Sturgeon Point was like a normal natural fog, but it got thicker as you walked into it if you weren't wanted, whereas it would dissipate if you were wanted. For that fog wall that is up, looks completely different.
All I'm saying is that we can go into a montage of us all digging.
I mean,
and
I'm not really
Love
a
a good
digger
digging
or a
montage.
thinker.
find out what's in the mine, because we'd never found out what was in the mine.
Do any of you have shovels?
I have a mage hand, which I'm just gonna go like this.
Scoop.
It's going to take a very long time. Let's have the group.
Boomerang.
The group. What are you guys doing? Make a decision.
I'm abstaining from shoveling if we're shoveling.
Montage.
Yeah, we don't even have.
I've got -1 to
With
strength.
our
What am I gonna
hands?
do?
Okay, so Jericho versus Loki. Each of you roll persuasion.
Persuasion for the group.
We're gonna have debates.
And I was about to say, give us a persuasive argument,
Yeah.
please. In introduction,
Oh, great!
a
I'm
body, and a conclusion.
Yeah.
-1, so 10.
I am 7.
Wow. All right. So
Loki's argument
you guys
was
are
slightly
going
more
to.
mediocre.
So basically, you guys decide to start digging up the.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Is this a magical persuasion? I don't feel like I really don't want to do this.
Okay. Loki is digging up the mine, and he's not leaving until this is.
You always fade out in a montage.
Mhm.
Feels like more time has passed.
It's true. Gonna do a montage.
All right, and on that note, we're going to take our first break
Digging the mine.
as you guys are half of you are digging the mine, and the other half are watching.
Cheering on, though. I'm supportive emotionally.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
Oh,
Maybe
we will be right back.
don't forget to mute yourself.
Welcome back, everybody. Please make sure you are unmuted. If you could kindly so do so. And we will get started here as Locke puts on his headset. Welcome back, Locke. Please unmute yourself if you could. And let's get started. So as you guys are standing around watching Loki dig, I'm actually going to... So the persuasion roll was against the two arguments that you guys had. Okay, so Loki saying, let's dig. Jericho, you saying, let's go. Loki won that argument. Okay, so in regards to that, whether you want to help him dig or not is entirely up to you, but he is digging at this particular moment in time. What would the group like to do?
I'll go help him. If we're going to stay, I'll help him.
I can't hear you, Locke.
Oh.
Okay.
So my thought is that there's got to be a reason why they buried the mine, and it could be that there's something secret and important down there, or there could be survivors down there.
Okay. So you guys are all pulling out, whatever utensils you have, I guess, to begin digging. Locks, you're helping. Loki, you're digging. Danon, what are you doing?
I will use my the entangle, just to lose a little bit of the soil to make it easier.
So as you can see these vines kind of sprout up, and they push out the soil, but the surrounding terrain is very difficult, if you will. So you guys will have half movement in that terrain, but
a little bit.
But the hole is open.
Okay. So there's essentially an entrance to the mine now.
Yeah. So the vines kind of came up through, pushed out the dirt, and then came out on top. So there's a hole going down.
So I'm gonna create a makeshift torch from wood that I see on the ground and some cloth, and light it with precipitation and head down into the mine.
It's pretty steep down. How are you planning on lowering yourself in?
Is it like a drop into it, like a well?
So where the dirt kind of came, that filled it, there's a cart at the bottom that normally is wound up that goes to the top and then brings you down.
Is this like a full-size mine?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Sorry, is this like a full-size mine? Like people can stand upright in it?
Yeah, underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess then I'll tie off a rope and kind of rappel down.
Okay. What are you tying it to?
One of the stakes that the people are burned on.
Excuse me, dude.
It's the closest thing around that I just like, and I say, I'm sorry, I have to do this. And tie it sturdy, pull,
make sure it's sturdy,
and I'll rappel down as long as it can hold my strength, hold my.
So
weight.
as you rappel down, the lighting is not very good at all.
That's why I have the torch, the makeshift torch.
Yeah, and so you can see in your general vicinity, but not too far off. You don't have dark vision, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So as you lower yourself down, you're about 35, 40 feet down, and then you land on ground. The dirt that was blocking the entrance, some of it fell down, so it's a little loose where your footing is.
Okay.
And you look around, and you just kind of see almost like holes, different tunnels. They're kind of all about you, but you can only see so far. But what you do see is you can see kind of built into the walls around you. You're kind of standing in like this circular area right now. You see a cart that is kind of that is tipped over to the side of you, and you see holes kind of scattered about the middle of this.
Do they look like holes that people have dug, or do they look like creature holes?
Roll for investigation.
I yelled down saying, "What do you see, Loki?"
I rolled a 7.
Not a lot.
I mean, from what you see, I mean, you can't really tell the difference because of the lighting right now. It's a little too dim for you.
So I walk closer and I investigate again.
Fucking dick. Okay. So roll for investigation, Josh. I'll give it to you one last time. Last attempt here.
Haha! 23.
A few of them look like tunnels that were man-made, but most of the holes you look around look like they were creature-made.
Like what kind of creature? Like a worm type creature, giant centipede.
I mean, you can kind of just see that something was like slashing away at it. You can't really make out. It's not a creature you're familiar with.
Okay, it's not fiends, undead, or fae. Okay.
That's an investigation.
I'm seeing a bunch of holes down here. Any tunnel that keeps going forward, like down into the.
They're all going somewhere.
So they're all like human size.
Are you saying ones that you can walk through?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, you'd have to kind of crawl through them. Some of them that were man-made are human size. But
do I get any inkling as to
crawl through?
Do I get any inkling as to what might have been in this mine? Like as far as what they were mining? Is there any like leftover gems or coal or?
The cart is very old and decrepit and looks like it's been not used for a very long time.
All right, so they buried it for some reason. If it was, is anyone else coming down? Anyone else going down here?
Yeah, I'll come down.
I'm coming with you.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys
super cool.
Shimmy down the rope.
Yeah. Brawl, you have dark vision, right?
I do.
Any of these
60 feet?
Any of these dwarf-sized holes?
Yeah, do they look like anything that an enthusiastic dwarf would dig?
Why are you laughing? It's DM. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm looking up something really quick.
No, we're asking more about the holes and whether or not they would be dwarven holes.
No, they do not look like dwarven holes at all.
Not even holes from a dwarf?
They're not made by a dwarf. They fit you, but you still have to kind of lower a little bit.
So
you kind of see, you do see on the edge, it almost looks burnt in these holes as you kind of like peek in. Looks a little burnt.
Burnt.
Like somebody had too much buffalo sauce.
Possible.
DM.
You see the
I'm looking for a direction.
Right.
Is there any sign of a direction that might make sense for us to travel down?
So as you're looking through these smaller holes that were not man-made, those holes are burnt on the inside and kind of shredded. You can crawl through those if you want, see where it goes. The man-made ones, there's spider webs and cobwebs kind of about. No one's really been through them for quite some time.
I was about to ask,
You
how
can venture.
recent does it look like there's been activity?
It looks like this has been abandoned for a while.
I want to head over to the entrance of the hole that a bunch of people went down and said, "Hey guys, you want to see if there's other people alive out here, or you having fun down there?"
We're having fun down here. Come check it out.
Are there like used or unused holes down there?
There seems to be a lot.
They all seem to be used.
Okay.
Some are slightly burnt.
Some of them have been abused.
Oh,
Some of them
no.
haven't been touched in a long time.
But we're about to knock the dust off of them.
All right, everybody line up at all.
Make an investigation check, Loki, into I guess into one of the smaller holes.
That's cocked. 8.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, they just look like small holes that something's burrowed through.
So I get closer with my torch.
So it's up to you guys. But do you want to venture? I mean, this is kind of where you're at, right? So you're down in the middle of this mine.
I'm not getting any signs of any purpose to this mine at this point.
Where does the minecart go?
The minecart is tilted over. Where
actually, yeah. Is there a track?
The cart was what lowered people down in.
Oh. And then somehow they were small people, like gnomes.
What?
Like gnome people, or crab people.
It was like it's a big basket essentially that was lowered. From the top.
I'm just saying because there's no humanoid like. I mean, there was humanoid areas. I guess we'll go down one of those real quick.
Do you guys want to venture forward?
Yeah.
I say we go down a little wise, see if we see anything different. Otherwise, if we don't find anything, we go back up. No harm, no foul.
So so right now it's just Locke, Sprawl, and Loki, right?
Yep.
So you guys are all following Loki down the tunnel?
Yeah.
This is his show, yeah. Let's do this.
All right. As you venture forward,
I have my warhammer out.
Loki, you start walking down. You brush away the cobwebs and you walk down the path. You enter into it looks like a chamber, if you will, and lining the wall, you can see mostly mined out on one side. It's barren, but on the left side, you can see shimmering silver. That is all lined up against the wall. You see ladders that are kind of going up and about all these walls. And you also see holes kind of also in different various areas, similar to the holes that you saw in the other room.
Well, this is kind of worth it, isn't it?
No.
It's silver.
Yeah, and what are we going to do? Save it in this mine? So let's save it in this mine.
I mean, it's something we can come back to, that's for sure.
Just like chip a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Roll for I don't know. Roll
strength.
Strength.
Roll for excellence.
Yeah, roll for excellence. Roll for you're chipping. It's right. Roll for sleight of hand, I guess. Because that's more so stealing, but we'll use it for this.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that. I was implying that we could.
Oh, I thought you
keep
were.
this
Are
now.
you trying to chip some away right now or no?
No,
Oh, okay.
I was making a joke that we could keep the silver here and just
Oh,
come
then
back and chip
never.
some away every time we need it.
Gotcha. Never mind though.
Judging by this, like looking at the wall, can I kind of surmise what this is all worth?
A lot.
A whole lot.
A whole lot. Yeah, it's more silver than you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
buy it from Sarah. You can buy anything at her burned up store.
Or find a new store.
True. You're the bank now.
Or build a new store.
Lots.
Nobody tell Jericho about this.
Do I recognize Lokalani's name as like a bank in my future? Like,
No.
did he?
Did I just
end up-
discover-
is he like the Rockefeller family?
But Locks do me a
Converts
favor,
immediately.
roll for perception.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, 17.
You feel a little rumbling, and you can see kind of some stones kind of falling. It's not a huge rumble, but on the right side where mostly mined, you can see some stones kind of falling down from the walls, and almost looks like the ground shifting a little bit.
Sorry, guys, I'm hungry.
Bro,
Get
I
ready
don't
to-
think that was your stomach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, get ready to fight or get ready to run because something's happening.
I'm going to use my Crimson Right,
Hammer's ready.
get my arrow ready.
Do I see anything like emerging from any of these mini holes, or does it look like it's emanating from one of the holes? Or
You don't see anything emanating from it, but what you can sense movement and something's shifting the ground slightly
From the hole.
from the hole.
I think we should back away from the hole.
How close are we to the wall?
You guys are probably about 40, 50 feet away from the wall.
Okay.
You're in the middle, and there's about 40, 50 feet on each side, so it's about 100 foot.
I would like to use divine sense to detect good and evil.
Okay. Give me one.
/ any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I guess I wouldn't be able to detect anything that's in the holes.
You, yeah, I was gonna say, and even if you did, it wouldn't. You don't sense anything very. You don't sense much.
All right, I'll roll with
You
it.
don't sense anything holy, and you don't sense anything evil.
Okay.
And I don't sense anything because it's just a bunch of holes.
Does he sense anything sexy?
Bunch of glory
Yes.
holes. Giant glory holes.
Damn. One for every.
Now I'm kind of sad I
Right.
didn't sneak down in that mine with you guys.
I just snorted.
Oh, with that mustache, Jericho.
All right, getting weird. All right, so
Get him.
The mustache comment is way overdone.
you guys are still standing
No,
at
Josh,
the
no.
entrance right now. As you are the ground, you see basically a giant amount of rock kind of flying forward on the opposite side of you guys, facing you, and coming out is a gigantic worm.
Oh shit.
And
It's a glory hole.
just the kind of 1 second here.
This worm with the
Yeah, so
to you or a Y.
it is 1 second. So it has yellow spikes that go all around its back,
Fuck.
and its mouth completely wide open. Its teeth that are sticking out straight forward, and its tail wraps around, and you don't even see the end of it. It's about 30 feet long right now, and the end of it's still sticking inside that hole. And it's kind of coiling up into the air, looking down. It's about 50 feet away from you guys on the opposite side of the cavern right now. What would you guys?
Wait, it's blocking the exit, or it's?
No, you guys are standing at the exit right now.
We're standing at the exit.
Yeah.
And it's just a creature that's down that way. I'm gonna fire really quick at that creature.
Are we in initiative?
Roll for initiative. Now. You guys will get.
I think we've already made it angry. I don't think there's anything else that we can really do.
So Danan, what do we do if they all die in this mine?
Well, make it our tomb.
Bury it, like the previous people.
Yeah, right. Maybe there's a reason they put that dirt there.
Yeah,
They didn't have it there before.
Okay.
It was open.
Lox, what's your initiative?
23.
Loki?
18.
And Brawl?
3.
He's gonna die.
Oh, jeez.
It's only one creature, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
So 23. And you said, Loki, you were 18?
Yeah. Legal.
What color is it?
Purple.
Fuck, it's a purple worm.
With yellow spikes.
Guys, you're
No, don't say that.
We're getting some trouble down here.
la la la.
All right. So first up is going to be Lox. What would you like to do?
Is this what I see in front of me?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That is exactly what you see in front of you.
This just came out of the glory hole.
That is exactly what you see. It's this giant purple worm with yellow spikes along the back and jagged teeth, and it is massive. I mean, it is absolutely massive.
We're dead.
All right.
The glory hole analogy still stands.
Can we all get out of here?
It is Lox's turn. You guys are in initiative, so Lox, what would you like to do?
All right. How far away from the entrance am I?
Actually, let me backtrack. Loki, you wanted to shoot an arrow. So by all means, shoot your arrow.
I shoot an arrow.
Shoot your shot.
I'm fine with that. If
this
he's
the pride
still gonna
round?
have the same initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were making them move first, shooting it, and then initiative.
It's a natural one. It's a natural one.
Oh, gee, okay. So
That's right.
you shoot your arrow, and it
Holy shit!
It goes flying, and it hits the side of the worm, but it bounces off, and it just kind of slithers and looks directly at you, and its mouth opens up wide, and you see this giant teeth kind of chatter and staring. Its teeth rather glaring down.
Up the rope! Up the rope!
Now, Lox, your turn.
Sweet. All right, I'm going to use sharpshooter to try to assassinate this thing and see what happens.
Okay.
My God.
18 plus 7, 20. Oh, no, plus 5.
23.
I got a 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
The subtracting of the 5 always is confusing me, but all right. Let me roll for damage. Sneak attack, 2d6. All right. All right, so 13, 26, 36. Plus 5, 40. All right, so 41 damage and I'm aiming right at its little mouth areas.
Okay.
So 41 damage and 7 poison if it gets poisoned.
It's Constitution saving throw, right? It is not poisoned. Okay. So as you shoot this arrow, it flies forward. You aim for its mouth. It lands true, and it lands right on the upper lip. And this worm's bottom jaw lunges forward, munging down on the arrow, and then starts chewing the arrow in its mouth, spitting out the wood.
Does it look super hurt?
It looks pissed.
All right, time to go! And then I'm heading toward the entrance as fast as I can. So
okay, so you are standing at the entrance of the cavern. So you are about 50 feet away from where you came in.
Okay, so then all my movement is toward the entrance.
Okay, which is 30. So you have 20 feet left to go, right?
25 is my movement.
Okay, so that means you have 25 feet left to go.
Yeah.
Next is going to be Loki.
I will fire once again at the creature. Oh God!
Oh my god!
It's a 2.
Oh man!
And then I will rush up the rope.
Okay, so as you go to fire, you literally pull back, and the string on your bow breaks.
With a 2?
With a 2.
After a 1.
After a 1. It was pretty shitty after the 1. So your
Yeah,
bow
it
string.
was.
You've been rolling a lot of 1s.
All right, so I climb the rope.
So you move how many feet?
I can do 30 feet.
Okay, so you still have 20 feet left.
But climbing, I don't know if that's different.
You guys it's 35 feet to the top. You're not at the rope. You went into the next cavern, remember?
Okay, so we're heading back to the entrance.
Yeah, so you're in the other room now, where all the holes were when we first walked in.
Yeah.
And you are 20 feet away. Lox is 25 feet away. You're 20 feet away. So you run, you catch up to Lox, and you pass him really quick. And then next is Brawl standing in the room with the worm by himself, holding it back.
Yeah, I after I collect myself, I run toward the basket.
There you go.
Okay. So you're not going to attack at all. You're just going to run towards the basket. Are you dashing or just running?
Dashing.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your speed?
25.
Yeah.
So you go 50 feet. So you make it to the rope. So you get to the end of the rope. Burrowing in behind you guys. And slithering in, getting the full mass of this thing can be seen, but you can't see the end of the tail or where it's coming from. Landing and reaching up into the room you guys are in now, looking down on you guys as it slithers in. It is going to take the person closest to him is going to be Lox. It is going to go take a bite at Lox, and that is going to be 26 to hit.
Yeah, that got me.
Okay. And that is going to deal 22 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that got me.
Are you up or down?
I'm up.
Okay. So as it comes down, it chomps down on your leg, ripping back and pulling out a good chunk. And your blood starts to kind of droop down your leg. As it does, though, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw for touching you. And that is going to be 9. And what's the poison? What does it have to be? 13?
Yeah.
So how much points of poison damage does it take?
Let me see. Hold on. So 2d4.
2d4.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat it.
So 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
It kind of recoils, spitting out a chunk of your leg, and it's now standing up in the air. 1 second here. And then next it's going to swing. It's all of a sudden breaking through the wall is a tail. And it's going to go to hit you, Loki. And that is going to be 25 to hit.
It does.
Okay, and then that is going to deal 19 points of piercing damage as this tail comes through. A spike at the end of it hits you along with some of the rubble, knocking you back. But you manage to stay on your feet. Are you still up after 19 points of damage?
Of course. I'm also going to use my Hellish Rebuke reaction.
Okay.
Let's see. Where he has to make a dexterity saving throw of 12.
Dexterity saving throw. Interesting. 19 minus 2, 17.
Okay, he still takes a d10. Wait, say that again? 17?
17.
Yeah. So he still takes a d. So it's 2 d10s divided by 2.
Okay.
So 10 and 1. Okay. So
6.
5.
We'll round up.
6 damage.
Okay, so Hellish Rebuke is just trying to remember. Is it spikes?
No, it's flames.
Flames. So as you get hit, you brace yourself, and then fire flies around you, burning his tail as the tail recoils into a circle, onto it, just recoils. And next is going to be Vox.
And I want to clarify, sorry. When you touch me, it's not 2d. I know because it's going to make all the world a difference, but it's not 2d4 poison damage. It's just that you're poisoned for a minute. So you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I am dashing. Well, if he's close enough to me, then I'm going to disengage with my bonus action so he doesn't get an opportunity.
Okay, so you're disengaged.
And then I'm going to dash using all my movement and my leaping ability to get up the rope and out away from everything.
Okay. So you have 50 for dash. Your bonus action was disengage. You were 25 feet up, so you are it was 35 feet to the top, and you were 25 feet away from the rope, right?
I think so, yeah. And then I get wherever I'm at, I got a 15. Well, I guess on the rope, I don't know if I'd get a leap or not, but I don't know.
You can make an acrobatics check, and I'll allow you to try to leap from the rope, but it is going to be, you got to do it acrobatics.
That'd be best to have
10 feet, right?
One more time?
You can only jump 10 feet?
15 feet straight up.
That would literally be just enough if you can make it.
15 with the +7 acrobatics.
So is that 22 or 15?
No, 15.
That's 15.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. That sounds good.
I'm going to give it to you. So you literally jump with all your might, and you reach up, and you are now hanging from the top, holding the lip of where you guys came down from, and you are still, your body is dangling down still into the cavern.
All right, somebody get me the fuck out of this hole!
Jericho, Danon, and Thomas are up there. Thomas runs over, and he's going to grab your arm.
He's gonna fall into
the poison is kind of sinking.
Don't say anything.
The poison is sinking into his skin as he does, but with all his might, he pulls you out, and then he falls back, and you can see the poison kind of sifting into his skin, and as he kind of passes out really quick.
Oof. 2 birds with one stone.
So terrible.
There was some good that came of this.
Oh my god. Next is Loki. Loki, you are 20 feet away, and you are.
I'm 20 feet away from the rope, right?
Rope, and you are in striking range right now of the worm.
So, I mean, if I dash, that's 60 feet.
He's gonna have an area. He's gonna have an opportunity of attack, though.
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah. Because he can attack with either his tail, which is out now, or his mouth, and both are within range of you.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
So here's what's gonna happen.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Mage Hands
To slap them.
to tap behind the creature as if there's something else behind him, like kind of like from behind to distract the creature, so that way I can leave. Which I would still only get 30 feet, but
okay. Roll for deception.
Deception. Whew.
How many times do you think this worm has fallen for this trick?
Oh my god.
What dice are you using?
God. You're the new ones you gave me.
What?
So I'm -1 deception, but that still leaves me with 18.
Okay.
You got a 19.
Oh, okay.
1
I rolled
second.
a 19.
This floating spectral hand flies behind, up the back, tapping the worm. This giant worm. The hand looks like a pinky, not even a speck next to the head of this worm, and it taps, and then it starts scratching, and then just starts punching as hard as it can until the worm finally. The tail recoils back a little bit, and then the head flings over, distracted, giving you an opportunity to move.
Boom. I go.
And you,
I only get 30 feet, but I'm gonna make at least 10 feet up the rope.
Okay, you're 10 feet up the rope. You have another 25 feet to go, Josh. You are on the rope right now. Next is Brawl.
Oh.
And Brawl, you are at the end of the rope.
Yeah,
So you go.
dashing up the rope.
Do you have a spell or anything to use?
No.
So as you run up the rope,
So
even a curing spell would help in at least to make sure that I don't die in the next attack.
Yeah, I can do that.
Can I also be facilitating
so.
them?
Is there anything that we can do?
You
Right?
guys are just standing there. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, we want to help, or at least I
Yeah.
Okay. Do you, how would you like to help while they're? So right now, Brawl is running up the rope, and you've reached Loki. So you guys are at the same spot right now, Brawl. They are both. So you're 25 feet away from the surface, right, Loki?
Yeah, I guess because it said it was 35 feet.
35 feet, yeah. So you guys are 25 feet away from the surface. You got Jericho, Danan, you guys are looking down. Lox, you are out of breath at this moment in time. Jericho, Danan, is there anything you guys want to do as you're looking down, seeing them?
Do something. It's a giant
it's still your turn. So while you guys are kind of thinking about something, Brawl, what are you doing in this moment?
Trying to get up the rope as I approach Loki or pass Loki, whatever I'm doing. I just do land hands, 15 hit points.
So Loki, you regain 15 hit points. As you push off of him, this yellow glow encompasses Loki's shoulder going down his body, and you push off, and then you land on top of the rope, pulling yourself up to the top. Loki, you have 15 extra hit points. Danan, Jericho, is there anything that you guys can do in this particular moment in time?
Yeah. Hold on. I don't know what is this word, so I need to look for it. So Jericho, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, so I pull out my mage hand and I do my little pumping action to get it going. It's a mechanical one. and I pull out like a silver or like a golden kind of looking brass like sword hilt, and I like kind of there's like a little crank on the end. I start cranking it, it lights up. Put it in the mage hand's hand. I go and I light up the rope for them. I say, "Hey, I got you guys."
Here's the rope, guys.
And I'm standing at the top, ready to help them up. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Being a good friend.
So the rope is lit up like a light.
Lit up. Yep.
Okay,
lit up.
so you can see.
Got a mage hand with a light.
But
Holding
we're
projecting on
touching it. But we're holding on to the rope already.
Yeah, but now you
He's
can
showing the
see
worm where it's at now.
You can see where it's going.
So next is the worm.
The worm can now see exactly the direction I'm going.
I'm going to give
I mean, it's
Devon,
nocturnal,
you have
right?
a quick
So,
second if you have anything you want to
Probably-
do. This is it.
Okay, so what material is the cape? Is it wool?
Your cape is, I don't know. I don't know. What material would you like it to be? Wool would be very warm. It's up to you.
Sure.
Well, you were
Sure.
winter at one point.
It's just that I need a little bit of fleece.
I think it's a fleece cape.
I think it's pretty fleece, yeah. We'll go
Yeah,
with it.
okay,
It has
so
to be,
when
from this point on. it
My
is
cape
fleece.
is made of Eye of Newt, and I cast Hex.
No, okay. So is it? So from if you want it to be fleece, it can be fleece, but it has to be fleece from this point on.
Okay, so I'm gonna use I'm gonna take a piece of fleece, and I'm gonna use minor illusion, and I'm going to create the most delicious looking pig that is going to start running and squeaking around the worm to try to distract him.
Okay. So the worm doesn't have eyes, but it does smell and hear. So you're gonna have it run, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna have him squeaking.
Squeak. Okay, squeaking. And where are you placing the worm? What's the distance on the spell?
30 feet. So at the base of the Of the rope?
It's 35 feet. You can probably drop it from there, I guess.
yeah, I'm gonna just
Put up
like
the spell.
here, and it's so pretty, so tasty looking.
Oh, so I guess it's going to be right at the base, about 5 feet off the ground, hovering. The pig's squealing. Is there anything you need to, like dexterity? Anything I need to?
Nope,
Okay, so it's just you're casting.
it's an
a minor-
illusion. Yeah.
So as this, so roll then. So you're trying to deceive the roll with advantage, deception.
Please.
Oh, this is good, guys.
Okay, so that's 19 because he has a +4.
Okay. So the
And the other one is it's a 12. So
yeah, the first one was fine.
yeah.
Okay. So as it sees the pig or hears the pig, the snake lunges at it, going through the illusion, tunneling down into the ground. And you can still see the tail kind of slithering up. But that's it does have a second. Oh, who did we lose? Sorry.
Eric.
Jericho.
Oh no,
Jericho's dead.
we lost Jericho.
Still above
Okay.
It's
ground.
okay. He already made his move.
So it goes into the ground, going to bite, and then the tail swings forward, trying to swipe at the pig. But the pig was by the rope, and it's going to hold on. I think he's back. 1 second.
Smells like bacon.
And he's going to hit the rope that you're on with a lot of might, and that is going to be roll a strength check, Loki.
Five.
Oh fuck. Okay. So as that happens, the rope the tail hits it, slamming you into the tail doesn't hit you, okay, but the rope goes slamming into the rock behind you.
Can I roll to grab him and stop him falling?
Well, you're
you're at
already
the
up, aren't
top. Yeah, you're 25 feet away from him. You already went
Oh.
up. You take 6 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, and your roll for. Have you roll one last roll here?
One last roll before you die.
Yeah, probably. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully not. Roll for. Fuck it. Roll for athletics.
Athletics. 8. No, 10.
Wow, 10 really?
Yep.
Okay. So as you hit the ground, you slide down 5 feet down the rope, but you're still holding on to the rope. And now it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna dash up the rope.
Wait, do I still have a turn or no?
If you
Technically.
do you still want to be? I mean, technically, yeah, you still do.
What is the?
You want to save Thomas, or
Is there something you want to do, Box? Well,
I just wanted to whoever's strong to start helping me pull the rope. Like
I was going to do the same.
Pull up the rope. Pull up the rope.
okay. So as you guys are pulling, Loki, you're dashing and you make it to the top. As that happens, you can hear like a coming from below. What are you guys doing?
Running away.
Should we just run, or should we like try to bury the hole again?
We'll put the dirt back over the hole.
Fire, but like I'm thinking like wooden fire.
you want to open the hole?
Do we have like a bomb or anything? Like a bomb?
Does anybody have a spell to like push the dirt over the hole?
I do. I do have. Well, I could try to use the entangle again.
The entangle came up from the ground and spread the dirt all around. You could use entangle to kind of try to cave.
All right, I'd say let's run. Let's run. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
This is not a case that I feel like we need to stick around.
Thomas is still on the ground right now, unconscious. Are you guys grabbing Thomas or leaving him?
Yeah, I grab him by the, I don't know, the shoulder as we're running.
I make
You're
sure
a better
my
man than I, bro.
All right. So you guys venture out and you get. How far are we running here?
I think until we don't hear a purple worm chasing us.
Yeah.
You get to the trees before Sturgeon Point. From the vantage point, you can still see the the people that are placed around on the wooden beams, and you can see the gate and the wood that's still standing, and that's where you guys are right now, catching your breath.
Well, that seemed like a productive adventure.
Why?
Well,
why was there a giant worm beneath that place?
That makes no sense to me either.
Makes sense why it was buried, though, right? We're all in agreement.
It wasn't buried until recently, though. So that thing was likely down there the entire time we were staying in Sturgeon Point.
Yeah.
It's freaking messed up.
Yeah, it could have just come out at any time.
That could have decimated everyone. I mean, it happened anyway with the Semet followers.
Yeah. So they would have died anyway.
Bastards, but that's a huge design flaw.
So I see.
That's like putting a giant exhaust port in your space station.
Who would do such a thing?
Yeah.
I see how hurt these guys are. I want to take out this like kind of gun-looking thing with like a big blue syringe on it, and I'm going to use Cure Wounds.
Holy
on. Let's see.
Wait, don't kill them.
Wait. Well,
Don't
who
put
did
him
you heal
out.
before?
Don't put him out
Loki.
yet.
He healed me. I'm at 32.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
Lox needs.
I'll shoot Lox up with this gun with this giant stretch. I say, hold still. Okay.
The
I
chunk
inject
missing
it.
from his leg.
Like this, like little needle just right into you. 11 points.
Cool. Thank you.
And enjoy.
All right. What would the group like to do right now? Time wise, it's been probably since you woke up, maybe 3 hours. So it
Probably just a short rest.
is about midday right now.
Short rest. Have a bite to eat.
Talk about what just happened.
I made deer sandwiches from the night before.
I wasn't.
And they burn.
So you guys staying where you are, taking a short rest.
I thought we got pretty far away.
You're at the clearing right before Sturgeon Point right now.
I'd
Oh,
say
no,
we go
keep
into the
going.
forest.
Keep going.
Yeah, we're trying to get to the tree line.
Is the fog still visible?
From where you guys are, that was about an hour away, where that fog was before. The fog that was originally around Sturgeon Point is no longer there.
Yeah, yeah. We're heading towards where the fog we saw it, right?
That's up to you guys. At the direction you want to go in. It's about
Yeah,
an hour away
let's
from
head about a half hour away from Sturgeon. Get right in between.
Good ways in the
Take a
forest.
short rest, and that way I can use a hit die.
Okay.
DM.
Yeah.
Is there any way that while they were down in the mine, exploring holes and whatnot, that I was kind of investigating the altar because I found it really curious that it was half of it left.
You had an opportunity to get a decent look at it, and you notice that somebody smashed it with a sizable. It looks like they took like a giant hammer and were smashing it to pieces.
Okay.
While that was going on, I want to be working on my little project.
You complete your project.
Yeah. All right.
So your project is completed, and we're going to take a short rest. And everybody can use hit die if you'd like, or whatever you'd like to do.
Oh, look at that. I'm all the way healed.
Oh, lovely. And I'm going to also, while we're doing that, repair my bow.
Okay.
Smart.
Let me ask, how's the party doing? It's getting a little late there in where you're at, Brawl. So are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're going to end here for tonight. We're going to end the session as you guys take a short rest. About 20 minutes into the woods. 40 minutes. Somebody remember that. 40 minutes. Put that in your recap, Brawl.
40 minutes.
40 minutes away.
Let's write this down.
From the smoke, or from the fog. And for everybody watching, we greatly appreciate it. Again, if you can please subscribe, and for the YouTube gods and the almighty YouTube algorithm, please press the like button. That really helps get the word out there of our fun little D&D stream. But until next time, we will be back next week, Wednesday, most likely at 7:30 or 8 p.m. Pacific time. And we look forward to seeing you all then. And have a good one.
Thanks for playing with us.
Thanks for playing.
Bye.